Hi, here I am with the explanation 4, and I will explain why a tangent has a shorter period by using the idea of combination of functions. Okay, so first we can see that cosine and sine both have periods of 360 degrees. Okay, and why is that? So at any time the graph repeats itself, okay, that's one period. So so at 360 degrees, from 0 degrees to 360 degrees, that's one period. And so from 360 to 720 degrees, that'll be another period. They're identical. Okay, but we can see tangent has 180 degrees, so, or pi. Now, why is that? So if we take the combination of functions, okay, if we look at this combination of function of f over g of x, all right, that is equal to f of x over g of x, where g of x cannot equal 0. Why is that? Anytime we have zeros in the denominator, that gives us an undefined answer. Okay, so we cannot have zeros in the denominator. So what happens when you have zeros in the denominator? That's your vertical asymptote. That is where the graph cannot, the graph is, yeah, we have zeros in the denominator giving us an undefined slope, meaning that our function cannot have a denominator of 0, okay? So if we look at what tangent is, or tangent theta is equal to sine theta over cosine theta. We can see the relationship between this function, or these functions, and this function. Okay, so tangent of theta is a combination of sine theta divided by cosine theta. Zeros in the denominator give us vertical asymptotes. Okay, so once we draw a graph here using these set of rules, okay, we can see here from negative 3 pi over 2 until negative pi, tangent is going in a downward direction or infinitely negative direction, and from negative pi to negative pi over 2, tangent is going in an infinitely upward direction, but it is never touching the vertical asymptote, only getting infinitely closer to it, but never reaching it. So if we go on to the next period of pi, we can, or the next two vertical asymptotes here, the graph repeats itself once again, and then we go on to the next vertical asymptotes. It repeats itself again and again and again and again and again. So between every vertical asymptote gives us a period of pi. Vertical asymptotes dictated by zeros in the denominator. So we could look back at our combination function where g of x cannot equal 0, cosine theta cannot equal 0. There we go.